Hello everyone! Well, it's the middle of winter here right now. We got 2 feet of snow outside, so there's no prospecting of any sort going on around this neck of the woods these days. But I thought I'd make a video today of some gold concentrates. Now, I managed to just win a bag of DirtHogg Paydirt on a contest on one of the forums I'm a member of. And I'm going to do a video review of this Paydirt. Now, I got the 2-pound bag from DirtHogg Paydirt. I'll leave a link in the video here to their website if you want to get your own. It's great stuff. DirtHogg is awesome. He puts on these contests every year on the Canadian Gold Prospectors Forum and gives away some of his Paydirt. And I managed to win it this year. This is a 2-pound bag. It sells on his website for $89 American. And I believe it says that in this bag of Paydirt, there's at least 1 gram of real placer gold. But every 5th bag, he puts a bonus amount in. And as it says on here, bonus bag, I seem to have got myself a bonus bag. So there should be more than 1 gram of gold in there. $89 American. And a lot of fun. Let's see what's in it. Okay, I'm going to take a nice close-up shot of this to show you what the material looks like. It's all out. Now, there's not just gold in here. He also puts different gemstones and fancy ore samples. And apparently a piece of metal. Interesting. All sorts of neat things in here. And it looks like I have a bag full of garnets as well. Let's take a good shot of this and show you what it looks like. So there's the material. Rocks and sand and garnets. I say garnets because I can see the sand is made up of a lot of garnet. Which should make it challenging for panning because garnet is heavy. And as I was pulling it out, I saw, oh, I'm not sure where it was, I saw some gold go by. Yeah, there it is right there. A little piece of gold. That's not a little piece of gold, it's a nice piece of gold. But I'm sure there's actually bigger pieces in here. Yeah, there's another one. Oh, look at that one. Now, as I pan this out here, I'm just going to be panning in a little pan into a bigger pan. So, you know, my technique might not be the best because it's kind of difficult doing that. But that way I get to do it in my kitchen here. Because, again, there's 2 feet of snow outside right now. Very neat looking stuff. I see lots of gold in it. Put it all into my little pan there. I'll fill up my big one with water and we can start the panning process. Now, I'm kind of tempted to sift this out, to take the bigger rocks out and do this in multiple stages to make sure I get all the fine gold. But I'm thinking because this is all together like this, it's probably best just to pan it all together on video so you can see the whole process, everything that's going on here. And I might go through it a second time afterwards to get the fine stuff out that I missed because I'm doing it all at once. So as I said, my technique might not be the best here because panning with this small pan, I don't like panning with a small pan anyways, and into such a small area, I don't really have much room to work. Now this is all Canadian gold. It says it's from the Caribou Claim. I'm not sure if that's where he gets the gold from or not. But it is all Canadian supplier, really nice guy. Chatted with him a few times on the forum there. He seems great. Well, let's start this process. Get it nice and wet. Make sure that no dry spots in below there. Warm water, this is nice. And start stratifying it. Getting any gold that might be in there all the way to the bottom. rid of some of those bigger rocks. I'll take some pictures of the fancy rocks that are in there afterwards and include them in this video. Now all the bigger rocks are gone. You take it a little slower, so see if we can try to capture most of that fine gold that's in there. Again, I will go through this afterwards to see what I missed. Lots and lots and lots of garnet. You can move the camera so you get close up of the last little bit here. Now it's down to less than like half a cup of material. It is easier to pen in such a small area. Let's get that gold back down to the bottom. All those white or silver rocks you might see in there, probably a pyrite of some sort, because they're heavy, they're staying in the bottom, but they're not metallic really like you would think of as silver or platinum or anything like that. Oh, I see some gold poking through. Ooh, there's some big chunks in there. Get rid of some of the bigger rocks of those pyrites. There's lots of crushed pyrite at the bottom. There's a white powder of the crushed pyrite all through the bottom here. That's going to be tough to separate. Just trying to refine those black sands, those silver pyrites, and the gold here. The last little bit, it's all very, very heavy, all this sort of same weight in there. Tough to separate. This is where classifying it down would have been a big benefit. And watch carefully that front inch here to see if I see any gold creeping up onto there. That's when I bring it back in, when I see anything jumping up like there. Look at those chunks of gold. That one there has quartz on it still. Nice. Just getting rid of those pyrite rocks right now. Fluorescent light here, the small stuff, I can't really tell the difference between the gold and the pyrite dust just because the fluorescent light is so terrible. At this point I should probably show you a close-up of sort of the cons that are in here with the gold. That's what we got so far. We got lots of big chunks of gold, lots of fines, and a whole lot of that silver, that crushed up pyrite in there. Definitely have to go through this a second time, not to see if I lost any, to see how much I lost. Really, I should start pulling some of this gold out right now. So I'm not trying to pan it all with all the gold in there, but yeah, I'm still attempting to do this all in one. I may give up at one point. Piece of gold there. Nice long piece of wire gold. Little nugget right there. Even when I'm cleaning up gold, I usually don't pan it down this far. I usually start using my sucker bottle. What I do is I bring it down into one corner. Let's see if I can do this backwards so the camera can see. And then I will start backwashing just like this. There we go. And what I'll do is I'll take the sucker bottle and I will pull the black sands out as I do that. As soon as I get a line of black sand, I'll pull it out. In fact, I think that's probably the way I'll do the rest of this. I was hoping to pan it all the way down, but oh, that's tedious. And I just don't know if I can do this nicely with the camera watching. Because I'm doing it backwards, that floating gold. Get down. Backwards from what I would normally do it. Now I see a piece of gold that made it back over there, so I'll suck up this black sand, leaving that, and bring it all back down into the corner. Nice little pattern going. See a couple pieces of gold getting close, so let's stop at that point. And bring it back down to the corner. I saw a piece of gold right there. He ran down right off the bat, so I won't suck up that side of it. Go around him. Do it the way I would normally do it here, just a little bit. Oh yeah, watch, he's here, facing me. Yeah, there we go. That might be a bit better for the camera to watch this process. See, a lot of these little silver pieces are coming back, and they kind of fool me sometimes, thinking they might be gold. Like that time, I didn't see any gold come back. Not sure if the camera's picking it up, but like there's 3 pieces of gold right now. 1, 2, 3 that are working their way back. Got one floating too. I'm watching them carefully to see if they make it into the line. And since they haven't got to the line yet, might as well suck up that whole line. So we're almost getting there. Very little, well, not very little, but little black sand left. I'm now going to just push all the gold off to one side for a second. All the big gold goes one way. All the fine stuff will go the other right now. But what this is doing is it's putting all the black sand accessible for me to start pulling back. So it's not hiding underneath the gold anymore. And I can see it's definitely pulling away a lot of that pyrite dust now too. While I was letting the camera battery charge there, I had a look at that piece of what I thought was metal that came out of the mix. It's not. It's a chunk of pyrite that's been cut on a rock saw and polished. You can see quartz all through it, some green indicating copper probably. Very cool. It's a chunk of that pyrite ore that's been sawn. We're getting close here. Definitely a bit of light black sand that's floating up there. Now I see a chunk of gold that made it down, so I'm not going to suck up where that gold made it down. I'm going to suck up the other side and then get the gold back in place. Again, pull all the gold out off on one side, and that leaves all this black sand here accessible to easily wash down. Get some pretty clean gold though. We are there. Rescue a piece of gold. Let's see what's hiding underneath the masses. Oh no, we are pretty clean. Now that it's all clean, no magnetite, no black sands, none of that pyrite left in it. I'm going to transfer it all into a little stainless steel measuring cup here that I can heat over the stove and clean it up. Okay, oops, a few more. Need both hands. There we go, the gold to be dried. Now I have definitely found in the past that it's important when you're drying gold like this to not do it too fast. If the water that's in there boils while it's underneath the gold, you can spit the gold out. I ended up with gold all over my stove one day when I just heated it too fast. So typically what I do is I bring the gold sort of into one side, and then I'll heat the other side of the little measuring cup here nice and hot, and just let the sort of the convection of the heat, well, first it boils off any water that's gone into the bottom corner, but there's no gold back there. Once that water's boiled off, the convection of the heat up there will start evaporating the water that's in the gold. There we go, all the water that was in the bottom corner is now gone, and now we can start just heating up the bottom of this little measuring cup, and then shaking the gold over towards it, letting it just heat up the water enough that makes it evaporate. Like popcorn, shake it. as the water evaporates, more and more of the gold becomes free in the bottom. And when you can shake it and everything moves, you know you've got it dry. Oh, there we are. Everything's moving around nicely in there now. And you also have to remember that that stuff is now frickin' hot. And don't put it into a plastic container at the moment. Okay, I let the gold cool off a little bit while I went and found my scale. And now we're going to measure and see how much we have. And I'll take a nice good picture of it too. Zeroed out. Well, bonus. 3.059 grams. 3 grams of gold in there. Now there's a little bit of that is rock, because we have those two specimens. Apparently got heavier. Oh, now it's getting lighter again. There it is, 3.51. Oh, and my scale turned off. Let's get a good shot of that. Well, there it is, the gold. 3 grams of it. Lots of fines. And I haven't gone through it a second time to get any fines that I may have lost in the panning process out. So there might be a bit more. We've got the specimen of quartz and gold. We have the specimen of iron and gold. Ironstone and gold. We've got a chunk of wire. And what we got for a scale? Here's a half-ounce vial there. Cool, and we get to take some nice close-ups of some of those nuggets. Okay, so we have all sorts of really neat rocks in here as well. We got quartz ore samples, some green ore sample, panko, we all colorful rocks, neat stuff. I'm not even sure what half this stuff is, but it's very cool looking stuff to play around with. And then this chunk of what I thought was metal when I first opened the bag. I thought it was like a whole quarter-inch chunk of steel here. But actually, after I looked at it carefully and got it wet, I could see that it's actually a chunk of pyrite that has been sliced and polished. You can see the quartz down here on it. So, great big chunk of ironstone of some sort, probably pyrite, maybe a pyrrhotite, who knows. And it's been just cut, sliced, polished. Very cool little sample here. So all sorts of neat things in that bag other than just the gold itself. And of course, lots of gold. Well everyone, that took me probably about an hour to do all of that, right from opening the bag to getting clean gold, get it all weighed and pictures and everything. That was fun. I ended up getting just over 3 grams of gold. The largest flake was 0.2 of a gram. Lots of, I guess they're nuggets. The largest nugget was 0.2 of a gram. Lots of nuggets that were down around the 0.15. So lots of big gold, tons of tiny gold in there. I haven't gone through to find out what I missed yet. I'll do that a bit later. But it was a lot of fun. The DirtHogg 2-pound bag, yes, mine was a bonus bag. about $89 US from DirtHogg online, and again I'll give you a link in this video here. And it was a lot of fun. And being a bonus bag, it was a lot of gold. Now I do have another Paydirt bag to do a video review of. I've got the Eureka Gold Sands. This is the Ultra Rich Mix. I'm going to do that next and do another review of the Eureka Gold Sands Paydirt and see what's in it. It's a lot different. It's not as much volume, but there should be more gold in it. It is about a $250 bag, so it's a much more expensive bag, but it's supposed to have a lot more gold in it. And not as much volume. It's only a ½ pound versus 2 pounds, so less stuff to do. But I will do that at another time so that you can see that. And you know, if there's any other Paydirt companies out there that want to send me a bag of their Paydirt, I'll definitely do a video review of anything, for sure. Well, I hope you guys all enjoyed that. I sure did. It was fun, and I got a whole lot of gold to show for it. Let's see if I can do this without dumping it. And until the Eureka Gold Sand video, have a great day. Bye. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please click the subscribe button below, that little picture of me. And here's a couple more videos on the topic that you also might enjoy. Thank you for watching my videos. Have a great day. Bye.